Hello Sacred Souls, welcome to Matchy Living, and on this channel we are focusing on gaining wisdom, a little bit more clarity for everyday life and for our life journey. So welcome, and first of all I wanted to say a big thank you for all the subscribers, new subscribers, existing subscribers. Thank you so much for being here and joining this channel. And I also wanted to say thank you for the comments on the previous reading, which have been lovely, and I really loved reading them and seeing them. So thank you so much for contributing to the channel, for sharing your thoughts, and I really wish you all this wisdom and clarity, and I wish you all well and love, and as much as possible, you know, peace on the journey, because it's not easy, and I understand that, and that is why this channel was born. And for today's reading, what I would like to do is to ask the question, what kind of power, talent, ability you have that you can tap into, or you should tap into at this time, or in general. We'll see what the cards tell us, but the focus is to look at this power, this talent, this ability that you may have that help you. And for this, we are going to have 3 piles today. I can't decide. I'm going to take both for the third. So let's see. For pile number 1, we have emerging into grace. I open my soul to grace. And it's really interesting because as I was pre-shuffling before the reading, this card kept coming up. So of course it showed itself. Pile number 2, planting seeds. Seeds of grace are being planted in the fertile soil of my soul. And for pile number 3, we have looking deeper. Deep within me is a majestic radiance. And trusting your intuition, my life is truly guided. I think they nicely relate to each other actually. So I'm going to put it like this for pile number 3. So let's see. These are the 3 piles for today, and I'll give you a few seconds of quiet to be able to observe them and take their energy and decide which reading you would like to go for. So let's prepare each pile. I will draw oracle cards as well as tarot cards for each for further advice and clarification. 1, 2, and 3. So the 3 piles are ready. And so pile number 1. Hello, pile number 1. This is your reading and welcome to your reading. So what we are focusing on today is what kind of power, ability, talent you have that you can or you should tap into or maybe develop at this time. And your card, your main message is emerging into grace. I open my soul to grace. And there is this figure very beautifully dressed and resting at the same time. And we have 2 fish, 2 little fish, goldfish, and we have 2 larger fish. And it kind of feels like one fish is following the other. So one of the thoughts that just came to me is the ability to lead, because this fish is also carrying this plant, and instead of following, it's developing leadership abilities. That is what is coming to me. You have a talent to lead, but lead with grace. And with that, one of the great thinkers that come to mind is Simon Sinek, and I believe his latest book is Finite and Infinite Games. I don't remember the title exactly, but he's discussing how to lead in an infinite way, which is leading in a way where you are not competing with others and against others, but you're competing kind of with yourself and being better every day. And also Simon Sinek's idea is to start with why, to sit down and work out your why, like what you want to do, why you want to do what you want to do, to always have that kind of strong idea. And that idea should be simple. Not as the waters are not very busy either and fairly calm. It should be like a small sentence or just a few words. The reason, the why. And so this person, it makes me feel this person is resting a little bit to be able to work out that idea, as well as to maybe learn a little bit about leadership. Let's look at the other cards that you have and what else. Embracing enthusiasm. Such a beautiful card. Shout to the heavens with happiness. Solitude. And then we also have adjustments are required. 3rd quarter moon, so just before the full moon, just before completion. Which makes me think of short time scales. So let's see. You have the 4 of Cups, moon in Cancer. Have the Fool. And a little bit looks like also the Star card and the Temperance card. But it's the start of a new journey. The Queen of Pentacles. the Chariot. The Ace of Wands, quite powerful cards. And the Five of Swords. Five of Swords. So hopefully you can see all of the cards. Yes, I think you have a natural ability to lead, to lead with conversation and with example as well. And this, like every natural ability, also needs a little bit of nurturing from you. Not a lot, just like a short period of time, but a short period of time intense tuning into this ability. A little bit of intense listening from the universe to give you ideas, to kind of tap into yourself, to understand what are the qualities that you want to lead with. It's almost like kind of setting up a value system. So the Four of Cups here also is telling me, normally it's a card where the universe is offering something, this fourth cup, and the person is not looking. And that's why this adjustment and solitude is required a little bit to hear something extra. There is an advice, something related to developing around your emotions that you need to hear from the universe. Like there is an extra component that then will integrate everything so that you can go forward on this leadership journey. And the Queen of Pentacles is the most materialistic queen, who has integrated everything and has success in the materialistic world. And you're very near, like you can see there's like a long journey behind her, but now she's here in this, and it looks like a desert behind her, but now she's in this oasis. So you are on the brink of starting this leadership journey. Maybe you're thinking of taking a new position, starting a new path, and you are very, very close. And before you do, if you see an opportunity coming up for a training, for a little bit of time to take for yourself, to kind of tap into yourself and tap into the universe and listen intensely for a missing component. And this missing component, as I said before, will be something that is related to emotions. It's not a way you think, it's a way you handle emotions. It's a way maybe you express emotions or integrate emotions, or maybe being able to listen to your emotions as you lead. And then moving forward, after that will be very very passionate, kind of whole, you know, and very, in a way, very smooth. Like, of course, life has bumps and difficulties, but it will be moving forward on purpose. And the Five of Swords is a card of, normally a card of competition. But there is a feminine energy, actually. I can't. But to finish this thought, it's a card of competition. But there are these petals and almost heart-shaped petals and feminine sign within this. It's like leading in a new way, leading with integrating sacred femininity. So maybe there's also something around healing your feminine energy. And then this pentacle behind here as well that is facing upward, which is normally the triangle. For example, the triangle this way is the feminine, and the triangle the other way is the masculine. So the feminine is like the open vessel that is able to receive and integrate emotions and integrate many sides of and many people, and many sides of the tasks, the arguments, the whatever you're dealing with, and being able to integrate many different talents of other people as well. So it's bringing new energy, new thought, new perspective, that is based on sacred feminine energies, not, I would say, not broken feminine energies. So, you know, for me, a sacred feminine energy is not about competing with man, or not about thinking that you need to beat man or male energies, or you need to beat anything or anyone. It's about finding and knowing your own purpose, finding and knowing the things that you care about, the things that you want to manifest in the world, and bringing those forth. And a feminine energy, normally it's more, you know, it's more soft, and it has its place in a world. Like, I don't think we need to mask or change feminine energy or make it more masculine to be able to succeed. I think we have to nurture the true feminine energies and sacred feminine energies and bring those forth in the world, so then it can really balance masculine energies. Like, kind of the way I look at it is like, I think, like, today in the world, there is perhaps a quite strong masculine energy, and feminine energies are trying to be more masculine to beat it, and I think that creates more of an imbalance. And what is needed is to balance this masculine energy and also to soften it, and to heal it with a correct application of feminine energies, you know. And by saying that there is a strong masculine energy present in the world today, for me, I don't know why. I think it is there because we've been all suffering so much, and it's been, you know, hard is life is difficult, life is hard, and this masculine energy could surface to try and battle those difficulties. So I think women and men have been fighting and working together, trying to overcome the difficulties of everyday life. But actually, by now, if we think about it, we have everything. In this 21st century, we've combated major problems against life and against survival, and we have enough for everyone. It's not equally distributed, but we have enough. And actually finding a way of equally distributing all the goodness that we have would be a great purpose. And in that, we need to balance masculine and feminine energies, and we need to heal feminine and masculine energies. And I think this reading specifically speaks about the feminine energies and healing feminine energies by first taking a step back and looking into yourself and healing yourself. And that naturally creates a positive balance and healing for the masculine energies as well. So it's never one-sided. And it's in the name of bringing a very beautiful, very nurturing leadership to the front. Integration is quite important in this reading. So there are these 4 panels here, or 4 columns, and it reminds me also of the 4 of Wands, which is an energy of integration, and also an energy of very often celebration and marriage, coming together. So it's like healing yourself heals a lot of other things around as well. And so this solitude in the next couple of weeks would be very, very important to developing that kind of inner value system that then you can manifest in the world. What are those feminine values that you want to nurture, that you feel are important? I think a very important feminine value is allowing growth and fruition, flowering within yourself and for other people as well. It's being able to create that nurturing environment where things can flower and people can flower, like our children can flower, and grow and transform. And a kind of, I don't think, for example, a feminine or a mother needs to be like an umbrella over the children and over things and taking care of everything and controlling everything. I think it needs to be like a inverted umbrella, kind of holding things up and being able to kind of balance things, like sensing that balance with our emotions and adapting to the situation and helping people to adapt, to maintain clarity, or even to have that space to sit down and come together and talk and think, and to achieve clarity. And also to find your individual, or everyone to find their individual self. Like there is this argument that recently have been going on between my friends, or not argument, discussion, and within my community, and we've been talking about equality of opportunities versus equality of outcome, which is a really big topic at the moment everywhere, I think, in many communities. And I strongly believe in the equality of opportunity for everyone. Like, we need equal opportunities for people. We need to be able to help people, and for me as a female, it's about for example, allowing people to learn, giving them enough information, helping them, allowing them to learn certain things like psychology, and how to deal with life, to be able to grow into their own selves, to go through that transformation of not being conditioned, but actually being aware and conscious about their purpose, what they want to do in life, and living on that purpose. And I think it's something that you first need to develop in yourself. Like, let go of some of the ideas that have been implanted in your mind, and sit down and think that what is being done, why, the why that came up earlier, or at the beginning of the reading. Why do you believe in certain things? What is the basis? Why do you want to be doing certain things? Like, really look at your why, and maybe some of that why that you're doing it for at the moment is not correct, and then you can, if you sit down and think, you can correct that why, and so you can put yourself on a journey that is not lost, not a one-way street, but it's flowing forward. I don't know if you can see, but there is this one kind of I don't know what it is. It's like smoke that is, it's almost like a one-way street, and then there is this other that is flowing forward. So maybe some of the ideas, some of the beliefs that you have are leading you into a one-way street, and there could be others, or there could be kind of whys that you have that are actually opening doors and leading you forth on your journey. So you might still be advancing the same idea, but coming out from a different why and a different understanding. And that can create happiness and enthusiasm and openness and being fully yourself. This is a very, very deep reading, and I'm not sure that I can express all the feelings. But there are adjustments required, definitely. So it's looking at the root of your ideas, and making sure that that root is the correct basis for your advancement and for your leadership. But you have the talent that you have is a very, very strong ability to lead and integrate feminine and masculine energies, sacred feminine and masculine energies. There is your power that you can take forward, and it will take you forward. So, pile number 1, this was your reading. I hope that it has resonated with you, and I hope that it has been helpful. Thank you so much for tuning in, and if you have any thoughts on this reading and how it resonated with you, please feel free to comment. Subscribe to the channel and like the video if you feel called to do so. Thank you so much. Bye. Hello, pile number 2, and welcome to your reading. So what we are focusing on today is what kind of power, talent, ability you have, or you may be able to tap into at this time to help you on your journey. And your main card is planting seeds. Seeds of grace are being planted in the fertile soil of my soul. I know this card is supposed to be a metaphor, but I keep coming back to the idea of agriculture and developing or working with plants, working on a farm, having nature around, being able to work with nature. So for me, so far from this card, the ability that you have, or the power that you have, is the ability to work with nature and work through nature, and maybe nurture people with the plants that you grow. Let's see your other cards. The other oracle cards, let's look at them first. Reaching your destination. Your light is shining brightly. So there's somewhere you need to go. Relaxation. Step out of your comfort zone with the North Node, which is quite fitting with a purpose, living on purpose, reaching your destination. Let's look at the other cards. There's the Moon, and there's the Moon again. The Page of Wands. The Eight of Swords. The Queen of Cups. The Queen of Wands. The Three of Wands. To me, it feels like there is message or some information you have been waiting for. But it also feels like you are ready for a journey. I think you have a real talent and real power around growing things. Yeah, this card really makes me, and even this, there is a physical manifestation. So instead of using this card as a metaphor, I really want to use it as a physical manifestation of a farm, of a land, of planting, of growing food. You have a talent for this. You have a talent for sustainable organic farming, perhaps. And I think you've been trying to suppress this trying to tell yourself that no, this is something illusional, or something that, you know, I might do in 50 years when I retire, or however far you are from retiring. Or maybe it's for people who are fortunate enough, but I think you need to kind of you know, throw things up in the air and make a decision. Like, this is something that you are telling yourself, but it's just a kind of a dream, but I don't think it's true. And the universe is trying to show you the way how to manifest it. So relax, kind of put your hands up and listen and receive. And be open to moving. In a way, like, I don't know, maybe pack your suitcase or something to, or start removing things from, you know, like decluttering things from your home, or kind of opening your life up, but opening yourself up to be able to move, and relax about it. Because you have to, and it's going to make you step out of your comfort zone, but that is okay. You have everything to deal with it, and to be able to deal with it. Like, there is another destination you need to reach from where you are now. And yeah, the door is opening slowly. Seeds of grace are being planted in the fertile soil of my soul. I guess maybe first it starts with accepting that you have this dream, that you have this idea. Allowing the idea to grow within your heart, within your mind. You know, maybe create a sketchbook, or write down these things that you feel strongly about, like the kind of life that you would like to live, and the way you want to live. You have a very, very strong ability to nurture, to plant and nurture. And you can actually nurture with physical things. It's not nurturing people emotionally. So it's not like, you know, being a therapist or being a psychologist. It's growing things, creating an environment that nurtures people. So it's almost like an indirect way of being able to nurture people. And that is, and you know, maybe it's not through a farm. I mean, maybe there are other ways to, I don't know, for example, you can take in stray cats and then give those cats to people, take care of them, and make sure that they are healthy, and then give them to people to create happiness. So it could be many different ways, but it's more of an indirect way of nurturing people that is within your power. This is very interesting, this card. Partially it tells me to relax about it, relax about stepping out of your comfort zone, relax about allowing new ideas to come to you. But it's also maybe, you know, creating something through relaxation, like maybe, I don't know, sewing or you know, making clothes or making something really relaxes you, and you, those things that you make can bring a lot of happiness to people. And so pay attention to these kind of hobbies that you have, because they might be something that you can really help people with. It's also very interesting that on each of these cards, the person is alone. So it's you doing something that then nurtures people. Yeah. So it's not about working in a community or working with lots of other people. It's something that you are able to create, something that you are able to do, something that you are passionate about. That can help other people. And like some of these ideas is, yes, for example, growing food, taking care of stray animals to then be able to give them to people. And it can be many, many more, and because there can be many, many of you listening, and that means many different talents, many other talents. Try to quiet a little bit and see what is in front of you. That this is something that you're already doing. I believe this is something that you're already doing or you have done. So it's a power that you already practiced or used. It's a talent that you've already practiced or used or come across or have been using. And the opportunity to use it more is coming in for you. Don't be scared of doing more of it. Let me think a little bit if there's any, what other talent or power, what other ideas? Is there anything else? No, I think the other thing, it could be singing in a way, you know. I've been looking at this little bird a lot, and yeah, it's like creating sounds, creating something with your voice that can also help people, maybe make them relax. That is another, yeah. Well, pile number 2, I hope that this has been helpful. And please don't be afraid of following that inner voice. Don't think it's not possible. It is possible. It's the decision is up to you at this point. So relax and take the leap and have faith, because you will be receiving. You take a step and the universe will take 2 steps towards you as well. So, pile number 2, this was your reading, and I hope that it resonated with you, and I hope that it gave you some understanding, some look into the things that are in front of you. Please feel free to comment on maybe other readings that you would like to hear as well. That would be really nice to hear. And anything that you're planning to do to help people in the comment section, please share so we can join in and help you too. Thank you so much for tuning in, and if you feel called to, please subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet, and like the video. Thank you so much for being here, and I hope to see you in your next reading. Bye. So, hello, pile number 3. Pile number 3, who I felt like you had 2 main cards coming out, so I drew both of them. And what we are talking about today is what is a power, a talent, maybe an ability that you have, that you can or you should tap into nowadays, that can help you in your life. And your cards, one was looking deeper. Deep within me is a majestic radiance. Trusting your intuition, my life is truly guided. So it feels like you are on a journey. And I can see autumn and winter within these cards. I think you have many. It feels like, because also there are 2 cards that came out, like you have many different, it's like, you know, we have that saying that you have many irons in the fire. You have many different, like, kind of little powers that you can bring together that can become quite a powerful flow. Let's look at more of your cards. How can I put it this way? Yes, good. Okay. So, valiant courage. Take action with passion. Happiness. And I was pre-shuffling, this card came up a lot too. Happiness. Hold your vision. With kind of a fixed half moon. And you have the Hanged Man, the 3 of Swords, the Queen of Pentacles, the Star, the Queen of Swords, and the Lovers cards, with the dolphins from the Happiness card as well. Such a beautiful cards. I will put them this way so we can see them all. Oh, the cards are making me very silent, and I feel that there have been difficulties, like heartbreak in your life, that that stopped you from believing in this ability. I think the ability actually is to, and the power also is to create both emotional and material wealth for yourself. You don't need to choose between the two. And it's not like you have to do one first and the other first. You can be doing them at the same time, which is why you have the many talents. I think what you need to be decisive with is, what is it that you want to take on this journey with you, and what is it that you want to leave behind. But you have a really, really powerful ability to create, to manifest in your life, and not have solutions, but the solutions that you actually envisioned. You need to have the courage, and you do have the courage, but you need to embrace the courage that you have to move towards this happiness, to allow this happiness to come into your life. What you envision is correct. What you hope for, what you planned, is correct. Whatever happened that make you think otherwise or have slowed you down, use those things to gain a new perspective, to gain wisdom, to learn from things. But they weren't there to stop you. You have to keep holding your vision. Don't give up. Your power is your intuition, what you believe in. And it's very, very true, and it's very, very possible. And sometimes the journey is very difficult, but that is part of the journey, you know. Like, for example, one of my favorite examples is climbing a mountain. And when you are climbing a mountain, it starts raining, and you say, wow, but I don't like rain, so I'm going to stop climbing. You will never reach the top. So you need to keep in mind your aim, hold your vision that you want to get to the top of the mountain. It can be raining, it can be difficult. Maybe you have to make some difficult decision on the way, but do it. Don't stop yourself just because difficulties come up. Trust your intuition, have your aim. And like in pile number 1, I said this as well, although that message was very different altogether. But you know, simplify in a way. your vision. Like, maybe, okay, what are the things that you want to reach? Sit down and think and assign to them simple words. What is the most important? Like, I don't know, a deep kind of relationship that has a meaningful relationship. Or I want to be my own boss, or I want to work with this kind of company. Like, try to simplify the aim, the vision, in a way that you can keep it in your mind. So when difficulties come up, you can keep your focus. Like, it's easy for us to keep our focus on simple things. If the picture in front of us is very like kind of chaotic, filled with lots of ideas, then it's very hard to keep our focus. But if we have those like kind of main catchphrases or words that help us to remember who we are, or who we want to be, or what we want to be doing, then we won't get lost so easily on the journey. We will be able to remind ourselves of our aims. So try to not simplify the vision, the whole vision itself, but the ideas that or the words that remind you of different parts of those vision, like the most important ideas, most important words. So one of the talents that you have, or one of the powers that you have, is your intuition. Is very strong, and it's something that you can listen to, and you should listen to. And I think a very strong ability that you have is making decisions, and you need to be able to trust that as well. Like, take action with passion, listen to your passions. And have faith in yourself. I think that's another thing. Whatever hurts you, try to let it go. I was reading something today, and it was saying forgiveness is not forgiveness is about letting go of the negative energy that you hold on to by not forgiving. Forgiveness is not about the other person. Forgiveness is creating lightness, clarity, positive energy in your life by letting the negative energy out. And it doesn't mean that you approve what happened, approve of what happened, or you accept it. It just means that you're not willing to hold on to the negative energy of it, and you're not willing to sabotage your own life because of that. Because in the end, you're limiting your own self. So in the end, it's like an own goal, holding on to difficulties and negative things and negative experiences in life. Like, if you say, I'm going to close my heart because someone had hurt me, while you end up living your life with a closed heart and not being able to find love. So that person has won, and you sabotaged your own happiness. And I don't think that's worth it altogether. And that needs the ability to change your perspective in life, because for some people it's worth it. For some people, staying safe by closing their heart, it's worth it. And that is absolutely correct as well. But I don't think you are that kind of person. And you can embrace the new perspective of going back to your intuition. Not base your decisions on your experiences, but base your intuition on your base your decision on your intuition. Don't base your decisions on your experiences. Base your decision on your intuition. The experiences help you to not to make the same mistakes again. They are not there to change your intuition. They can inform your intuition, but they cannot take over your intuition, and they should not take over your intuition. And maybe look a little bit deeper in yourself, you know, dig deeper to hear that intuition and be able to trust that intuition more. You don't need to take it one by one. Whatever you feel that you want to achieve in your life, they will quite likely come in at the same time, and that is okay. You don't need to be afraid of them. So pile number 3, this was your reading. I hope that it resonated with you and helped you on your journey. Thank you so much for tuning in, and please feel free to subscribe, comment, like the video if you feel called to. And I hope to see you in the next reading. Bye.